Happy Sunday, folks. Yeah, happy New Year's Eve as well. I had to look something up because I came to the understanding today is the last Sunday social of the year, which is it's pretty cool. It's pretty wild, and I'm like, wow, how many of these did we do? And also, how many Sundays do there happen to be in a calendar year, or at least this calendar year, 2023, and some change, I think. And there's 53 of them. And if you go and look, I think I did 49 Sunday socials, which is pretty good. I know there was a couple days that we were off on tour, so I didn't do a social. And then I think in the beginning of the year, maybe I was lackadaisical. And then, yeah, one of those was a special treat, was a live from the Rock Hill Bakehouse in Glens Falls recording. That was like a 2-hour special, hour 45, something like that. But yeah, 49 of them. So this episode will be number 50. 50! We did 50 of them, which is wild. The second half of that, at least about 25 of them are an hour long, which is pretty cool. About an hour, give or take some change. Some are a few over, some are lower, so it even keels. But in the beginning of the year, I was doing them shorter, like maybe 4 or 5 songs, so like 15, 20 minutes. And then by the time I started ramping up to do more and more shows, I was like, okay, why not these be an hour too, and make them, you know, right into iron in the fire. Make them like the real thing. If you folks can't make it out to my shows, you can tune into these free of charge. You just show up. I'm here. I'm sitting here. I've been on the couch more often than not because it's been chilly outside. It was very cold out this morning, surprisingly so. We've had rain for like 5 days, and now it's cool and it dried out, and that's great. But the wood stove is roaring. Sirius the Smaugin, he's just a big old fire beast, snoozing. Andy's sneaking. The bunch is all here. Yeah, got a bunch of songs for you. 13 of them. Yeah, so I guess we'll sing some songs. I'm sure I'll have more stuff to say in a little bit. But yeah, got 2 cups of coffee. It's one of those mornings. You may say to yourself, oh, seems like every one of your mornings is 2 cups of coffee. And I'd be like, that's untrue. Every morning's like 6 cups of coffee. You only see me drink like 2 of them. And a lot of tea. I meditate on the morning, and in the summer sun I face it. In winter, in her distance, I face my own hearth, tending to a personal star, consuming what I feed it. If only the sun would eat. On second thought, gaseous autophagy fits her. On third thought, no, why can't I cast myself right on through and into the sun? A flash in the pan, a stardust cake broom, like the tail of the king beetle on the coconut estate. Why not be utterly changed into fire? With her we wither, without her more soul. Gave birth to the seasons, having never seen snow. Our Gaia's her sister, they seldom speak, and less use for words as the era passed through tide pools and moon grown, punctuate time through silence and solstice. occupied with solar flares dancing. Pink coats her brush, so softly inspired, a sweet static storm erupts color forwards. A magnet flower blooms, pollen with pores and metallic beads. Polarity drifting sends him off course. New fields will blossom, the wake of her strokes. Palettes with posies in daffodil two sisters and Hannah, the weight of our world, a duet of germination, the spitting of a sea. Yeah, temperature change. My guitar is warming up a little bit, and we have drifted a little. But yeah, those two songs are on my upcoming album, Appreciates You, which is going to be out on February 16th, a Friday, a few Fridays from now. A few. I mean, if you say a few, it's never really wrong. It could just be more than what people normally anticipate when you say a few. But yeah, February 16th is been mixed and mastered by Julia Norelli, and it is wowie, folks. I've heard it all. I've heard it all mastered. It's finished. It's I've got them all. Just finished up the album yesterday, the day before. All the album art, the layout. It's done. I know it wouldn't make much sense to send all the files over today or tomorrow to get anything done with the new year, but you better believe on Tuesday, everything's getting sent out. It's gonna be out there. We're having CDs, we're gonna bump it up a little bit. It's gonna be something serious is very bad. Enough, good boy. There's nothing. Probably smells it. Okay, enough, quiet. Enough. Good boy. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Shh. Serious place. Come on, place. Or lay down here. One or the other. You can lay down on the couch. You just gotta chill. I got an itch now. Let me get that. You got it? He's a good boy. Look at this ear. Look at the size of that thing. Oh, it's right here too. Oh goodness. But yeah, the album. We stepped up the album production, sorry. We stepped up the quality of the CD. So last time, not that there's anything wrong with the other ones, I love them. The funds that I had to put towards music and stuff like that weren't where they are now. So before, all the CDs are a slide out, whereas actually they're an open and then a slide out. Shake it out, Sarah's. Either way, we bumped up the tiers. So the CD itself is, the packaging is much nicer. There's a book in there with all the lyrics now. Before you would have to find the lyrics online or something like that, but this time it's right in there. Jess went through so many more illustrations in all this. Each page of the notes has illustrations on there. The CD again has illustrations. It's all just, it's wonderful. It really is. I'm really excited to share it with you all. And the next step will be having it pressed on vinyl, which is seeming like it's going to be a very strong possibility. I know I've been saying that before, but it seems like every time I talk with you folks, it's just more and more likely. So we won't have it on probably the 16th. We won't have it for the first push, but soon after. And then maybe the next album. We'll see. Live from Living Room Volume 2, which will be late 2024. We're going to see if we can't have that on vinyl right in the beginning. That's the steps, that's the goals. I don't want to say anything too crazy. I've mentioned it on the midweek meetups over on Patreon, but we've got 5 book shows, which is insane, across 3 states for this tour. And I've got 2 or 3 more that are on the fence, as you will, if you will, may you will, I will. Soon count them. So we're looking at like 8 or so shows. So yeah, I'll see you out there, folks. We got tunes for you. I'll be out there. It'll be wild. I'm gonna play more tunes now, though. Because some of you, if you're new here and you're just tuning in, you're like, wow, this guy talks a lot for an hour-long show. And it's like, well, you'll see I talk a lot in the beginning, and then I just play a lot towards the end. But I just like to update you folks, because I know that the social media and stuff like that doesn't really allow for me to keep in contact with all of you. Like, you look on Instagram, and it's something absurd. 7,000 something of you folks tuning in for this stuff, and then it will show maybe 20 of you, unless I give them a fat stack of cash. And they're like, okay, now we'll show everyone, and then that's just not too cool. So I use these platforms, or my mailing list, or anything like that, so I can get you the information you're looking for, and it's not hidden, or I don't have to pay to get you to see it, which is a strange thought to me. But, tadpole's tale, a tale to be told. Takes your time, best is lie, mother soul. Burn upon drives to the froglets croak, and sadness is a water wick, soil soaked, defeated. Spent too long in the shade, pinning happiness to sunny days. Letting the cloud take credit for mine, so I build me a weather machine that runs itself hell in my esteem. Shoot out fruits, I swear it helps to fill a field with love and care. It starts yourself, then you go from there. Germinate for yourself, send the rain to mental health. You start to smile, you start to glow. You spread it now, so we can sow. My smile splits a shell and ladybugs fill my cell. Bleached white in the sun, see stars and dollars, hygroscopic lovers. They're decaying, a garish display, but throwing them back only makes your day. It's their death, they may want it this way, and you toy with life in your own hands, so self-serving. Germinate go from there. Germinate for yourself. Send the rain to mental health. You start to smile, you start to glow. You spread it now, so we can sow. If my basement begins to flood, well, I'll pump it out. Run off quenching my peach tree with a similar soap. The narcissus, puddle jumping, I quiver. Not too fond of sinking, nor can I swim that well, but the weather machine is a submersible in a landlocked lake in a swimming pool. Glass of gin and a drip of drool. Germinate for yourself. Shoot out roots, I swear it helps to fill a field in love and care. It starts to sell, then you go from there. Germinate for yourself. Send the rain to mental health. You start to smile, you start to glow. You spread it now, so we can sow. So we can sow. So we can sow. I would spend my days wandering through the woods with you. All the evening spent watching the moon roll over Dunham's Bay. Our sugar bowls full of sand and our seconds fall so sweet. Invoke sweet from nothing, let the nectar slowly drip. We go pouring through the earth to find little bits of feet. Our hands so caked in dead crystals fall when herbs are swayed. Our sugar bowls full of sand and our seconds fall so sweet. Let the moth become the slowly dripping flame. All we leave behind are 2 shovels and a pair of trees. So when we timely die, well then arise the trees of we. And every season spring we'll let out our little seeds. A few rings down the line we will surely stomp them out. Yeah. So a little alternate tempo self-seeding into an alternate version of Violence at Violet. because I like to throw in some improvised lyric lines and songs. Why not? Gotta keep things fresh. I guess I still need that cape on there, but I wanted to take a break. So I got this beautiful thing for my lovely wife. It's Fickle Flesh. It was originally a gouache painting that she did, an original, oh, I can't remember the term. Each section was on a separate frame. And it's very cool, actually. I think the original is still available. But in a gift exchange this year, I had gotten her a teapot, and I said that I wanted one of any of her pieces. One of them, just one at random, or one whatever that floated her fancy at the moment, on a crew neck, because we had enough hoodies, and I wanted something that was a little more removable. I feel sometimes hoodies can be limiting, especially with a big old, I don't even know, floppy thumb pocket up front. Gets in the way. So yeah, this is nice. It's super comfortable too. But in case you saw little peeks of a mantis head around the corner of the guitar, I wanted to show you that it was not indeed a full mantis. But yeah, all right. So I've got my list of all my songs that I make all my set lists from. It's like a master list. And I had just kept on squeezing in new songs, and it just became a bird's nest of songs. So I just this morning wrote them all out on other sheets, and there's 27 of them, which is pretty neat. 27 tunes. Which, yeah. I have, I think, one more coming out real soon, too. A 28th. I was inspired the other day by a mouse in my ceiling above our bed in the bedroom. It's up there, and it dropped a hickory nut. I know it's a hickory nut because that is the most prolific nut around here. And they roll them along the trusses, whatever you want to call them, the beams of our 100-year-old house. And you can imagine it sounds, oh, what does it sound like? Something very big in metal, maybe a big metal ball. Someone just fabricated a big steel ball. Like, you know those like floating mines you see in World War II that are on a chain, those big floaters? Someone's just rolling one of those down the sidewalk. That's what it sounds like when a little mouse is rolling a nut down a board. It just like echoes through the house. Well, one dropped one, and it landed, and it sounded like said mine dropping on the sidewalk. Woke me up, and my wife up. But I did then, after yoga and a little bit of meditation, the morning, a few hours later, I came up with like a 5-verse little thing. So gotta throw it to some tunes, and we get a song. Isn't that great? Sometimes they just flow, which is neat. So that one I'm gonna work on soon. So we'll have that one. I think I have an ideation of the instrumental parts. So it's in good waters now. I've never visited a grave, and I know I never will. So in life, I appreciate until I'm sure you suffocate. Walking up the gravel drive to my folks' old home, past the Paris Castle. Watch the hornet's nest go. Affixed to the west side of a white cement block wall, with a limestone stone throne I found under my phone. I've never visited a grave, and I know I never will. So in life, when we meet our deaths, only those motoring cut the throat of a current quail, crush the nape of a horned rat. Let's compare child choice. You have a roof over your head. Built a bridge of asbestos twine, watch you fell at burning it down. Asbestos for maternal line, the suffix dies with my name. May we always step on pine cones just to hear that bitter crunch. Our minds were never set on seed dispersal. We know the rodents and the birds take care of that. Slicing open morels only to find them false, packed thick with pith and morality. Hope for something as hollow as me. But all is nothing I take stock in. Only finding solace in literary truths. Books by Aldous Huxley and the poems I wrote for you. Raise a wolf inside the house to keep the devoted off our porch. Monotramp pushing leaves, showing lobster claws. Hand and foot to symbiotic splendor. Like them, come the fall, we were married. Porcupines drop buds from the tip tops of trees. Found a skeleton yesterday, so much for resurrection. And now we keep the bones in a mason jar atop the Hammonds. Whirling so slow with a Leslie cow. Crowns of the coast foot, erupting gravel graves. The dandelion scapegoat to the non-botanical eye. Taking life's lessons from rose and flower first. Let's raise the monster into 2B2 with nature. Yeah, so it's wild. It's been so warm out here. Up here, wherever I am in relation to you. Up, down, southwest, north. Up, down. Yeah, it's been so warm. All the grass has been coming up. And, you know, it's January tomorrow. And they don't know any better. But if we see the colt's foot coming up, which is, it's a Tussalooga, something Floria, Tessa, something. I can't remember. The colt's foot. It looks like a dandelion, but unlike the dandelion, this one flowers. It shoots a flower up first, a little yellow flower. It follows by wind dispersal, like a dandelion. But they'll come up with their flowers shooting first, and then they'll do the leaves after, as where a dandelion will do its leaves first and then do the flower after. And they don't really look too much like, but if it's warm enough for those suckers to come out, which they normally come out with the thaw, when all the water's moving and stuff like that, they like wet feet. So hopefully it doesn't fool them, because if they come out, it'd be an interesting grow year. We'll see what happens. We'll see. At least for stuff that's in the ground, that's not going to be planted in the spring, which maybe it'll be different for them too. I don't know. Interesting times for plants. I guess for humans too. Could be. I don't know. Maybe the moths outside. I've seen moths too, just warm. Weird. Maybe it's an interesting time for the moths too. Who can know? But yeah, trying to think if I have any other updates for you folks. Oh, I've been working away on the posters for this tour, and I always like when I do the posters, it kind of fleshes out ideas that I think may work well on stickers and t-shirts, and I have one for London 1845 that I'm super stoked about. So yeah, just to throw it down the line. Because I've got a few shirts. I've got 2 Green Thumb shirts, a sorority shirt, a Corvidae ballet shirt, and then a Live for the Living Room, the album cover shirt. So I'm thinking we'll probably have a shirt for the album cover, something like that, one of the images, and then I may have another song shirt coming up soon. So all that merch and stuff you can find on my website, josephis.com. It's all there. If you're looking for it, if you don't have it already. I know some of you folks that tune in here are very supportive in my merchandise area, and I appreciate that so very much. Folks like that and doing that and coming to shows and all that, that's how we can keep on making CDs and making vinyls and touring and doing that, because it funds it. It's a circular snake sucking on its own tail, you know, just keeps going. So yeah, now we just want the snake to get bigger, and then it'd be a larger snake. And then I think we're maybe like around ball python right now. We're shooting for like an anaconda. So we got this. Coffee. Switch to tea here in a little while. My first year at the ghost pipe in fasted fall the pepper plant. Time is the bumblebee's slumber. Time is the bumblebee's slumber. Gastropods are hated as they thrive, and pink goes the whitest hydrangea plant. The ones needed be planted twice. Swiftly as the pavement ends, now count 5 hibiscus blooms, with emphasis. The hibiscus. Decorate my groves with tragic trophies, the red wax seals of Tanqueray leaders, the spent cigarette lighter shells with 4-letter spells. Slicing the king's foot while preaching the meter. Welcome to Benson, the wide wooden sign did read. Old man tried to keep us there in a bank vault bookstore. Most folks underwhelm me, grandiose stories half-baked. Leopardon lurking in the bottom end of my lake. Maybe share a cigarette on the old Champlain ferry. Sign says no smoking, organic full body taste. Blue moon palms airing out, southbound on the Northway. Snuck past a state trooper, my $3 thrift shop shirts. jewel weed as we practice gravity. Let's all be patient, be dead soon enough. You in a rush for your own grave, there's a belt mark around your neck. Stay here and sing with us so you don't feel so alone. Find me 2 days later, projecting lowercase sad folk. Limp headline in the Capitol, drop a book on the opener. Buy me back to the 502, thinking I should not too. Past the house where I first smelled coke and nautical manslaughter. I scroll from jewel weed as we practice gravity. Let's all be patient, be dead soon enough. In a rush for your own grave, there's a belt mark around your neck. Stay here and sing with us so you don't feel so alone. Let us wryly regale your saprified life. You blast past your genetic stop signs, shouting the white rim ones are optional. You're not drinking anymore. Someday you'll drink less. Your body's acute ability to metabolize poison, bioremediation, self-acclimation. Referring to myself more as we, lowercase I, that is you, that's me. Interjecting ourselves until selfless, empathize with the thankless, identifying with the number 5, blood vessels birth beneath your eyes, black zip ties and garbage bags, vignette your bottom lash. Sobering shame, other alcoholics hate you. Glutane flies when the sea and tab is free. Sunday drunks peddling the blood of Christ. They seek pity and amenity. Waterboarding with communal wine. Trade in the bottle to the usher in the aisle. His basket tax, your denial. Baptized in bathtub gin and rye. Referring to myself more as we, lowercase I, that is you, that's me. Interjecting ourselves until selfless, empathize with the thankless, identifying with the number 5. Blood vessels birth beneath your eyes, black zip ties and garbage bags, vignette your bottom lash, vignette your bottom lash. That was where the tree surgeon and the widowmaker fell in love, into Moncton Borough, into Serious Smells a Deer. That's one of my favorite things in the world, is playing songs into each other. I like hearing them played into each other. I like being in the presence of other people playing their songs into one another. I like myself playing my songs into one another. It's just something about taking one work and making it a larger work with other works. It's cool. It's neat. It's ever-changing. It's how I'm gonna get to the next one is always a mystery. I don't know. I don't know until it happens. Which was neat earlier, which if you think I'm looking at what I'm looking over, or you don't know what I'm looking over, it's just stuff. I find I can put it right here, and I don't have to like squint and try to look. And then I can be mid-song and look and be like, okay, what's coming next? Am I gonna play into the next one, or am I gonna break? But before, what was it? Self-seeding into Violets or Violet. That was a neat one. That was cool. I threw in an extra chord that was kind of tied the two together. I think I threw in what would it have been? It would have been an A major because it was a G shape when the second came out. I threw in an A major, which is not really too hit hard in either one of these songs, Self-Seeding or Violets or Violet, but I felt it was a nice movement between the two to bring them together, or at least at the moment I did it, I thought it was going to be neat, and I still think it was neat enough to bring it back up now. 20 minutes later, something like that. But yeah, I got how many more do I got for you folks? I got 4 more. The oldest one, 2 of them are about to no. Oof. Let me try this again. One of them is about a year old, a year and a half. No, so it's closer to 2 years. The other one's a year old. The other one's a month old. The other one's like 2 weeks old. So we're gonna get younger as we go. So that's gonna be cool. But I hope everyone's Sunday is lovely. Ours is looking good. I can see the blue sky is gonna want to peek out. But I mean, I'm used to there being a foot of snow at this time this year, so seeing the lawn is wild, albeit chilly. It's not like it's we're out on the deck kicking it. Not that we have a deck, but you know, the phrase, I guess. Well, we got enough for a chair to seat, but it's not like an expensive, you know, whatever widow's walk kind of thing. This is a song about like a day in the life. I've got a few of these songs, but it's kind of observations of the garden. Another garden observation song. You can call this garden observation song number 1. Maybe not, but I'm gonna call that for these porpoises and tents. Like 2 carrots grown into one, all leaves and petals spray. So green and serene in the sunny skies, but in death's depth we shine. All the same, oh, might as well be the nightshade's morning glory face. Sugar stash in their better selves, it seems to the bitter selves, bitter selves. Years we'll spend digging up the same gladiolus bulbs, deep crimson inflorescence, seeking structure in a wire wall. Blushing like ribald rhubarb mistook, coy kale, inspired by this lurid axis, love to soak the soil, soak the soil. Our love unfurls and starts to grow right beneath the gardener's toes. Lovely harvest gives to the next you sow your seeds and plants. Your death iced tea, table scraps, and eggshells. Black gold steams as a root tip shooting a seam. Panes, fashion, soot. Splendid how all the stud and rod arches to fill our sails. We fix and sew, we reap the tea bag steep. Flowers Our love unfurls and starts to grow right beneath the gardener's toes. Bountiful harvest, years to the next, store their seeds and plants. Our dad, your dad, my dad. An endless bout with the pugilist, the big sad, was horrified by wedding bells, my date with death by my own hands. A job well done, measured twice, the better thrice. I failed to keep it coy, called out your own poems, don't know what they're about or what they'll do. White strawberry blossoms, how is it May already? The return of the grower's peak, followed by the Orion. Ornithological calendar, floral time, he says. I failed to keep it coy, you called out my poems, both know what they're about and who they'll save. A week without any rain sparks the worry of wilting. And just like that, I'm choking mud through sangre teeth. I smile thick like the seed I swell, I sprout, scarified, no longer afraid to die. I failed to keep it coy, called out my own poems, sudden shift from cowardice, my Grinch heart grew. milling about the three-quarter fairy ring. Mulling my doubts in cinnamon, nutmegs, cloves, and allspice. From the same burnt bookshelf flower box, I see him grow lavender and chamomile for her tea. This larch longs for his laurel, an aromatic melee. No stoplight stolen, her leaves keep me at bay. A tamarack is true to his words, felt her love in songs over. I knew the couple sing for the trees. I've even seen them take the time for the bees. Stuck between deciduous and conifer, let winter fake my death, help my needles fall all the way down to yellow. Tall and feathered in the caterpillar year, let the moth spawn's bluff beg the question, what have I been hungering for? This larch longs for his laurel, an aromatic melee. No stoplight stolen, her leaves keep me at bay. A tamarack is true to his word, her love and songs over. I know the couple sing for the trees. I've even seen them take the time for the bees. That was London 1845 into a Hackmatack. Before that was Two Green Thumbs. I almost got the first capo transition to the third capo transition, so it's a thing. They make a device that you can roll it, which I don't know if I would trust the grip. You know. We're peeking over an hour right now, but I got one more tune for you. This is the newest tune. This is Plenty of Reasons Not to, and I mentioned this on the midweek meetup, but I'm gonna mention it again. It definitely has the feel and the jive of like Self-Seeding did, which Self-Seeding I ended the live album with because it was such a banger, and the folks at the recording all sang with me, and it was recorded, and it makes my heart flutter every time I hear it. And I feel like we may be onto something with this one, and maybe the possible ender for the next live. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge, beep, beep. One more for a song to throw the safety onto. This tune unties your 13-loop knot, unslips the soles of your jumping shoes. This poem to flush the powders all down the drain. Can't promise that you won't need to hear it again. Go count the times I've sung it again. I promise I can keep this, that I'll never stop. You need not say a word, though you're singing as swell. Couple friends call as you sob on the couch. A new love interest calls off your date with death. The only resolution that you made that new year was your DOD was January 1, 2020. You see a little something's different about your day, and how they end up more than extended stay. You outgrew all the birthdays that you thought you'd missed. You find a gray hair on your 28th year. By your bestest line, you swear you're fine as you die inside. Go back on your word, make your sorrows hurt. The more folks that know, the stigma can't grow. You always find your bestest line, you swear you're fine as you die inside. Go back on your word, make your sorrows hurt. The more folks that know, the stigma can't grow. And there we have it, folks. The 50th Sunday social of the year. And the year ends tomorrow. But yeah, thanks for tuning in. We're at an hour and 5 minutes, so we're on one of the longer sides of them, which that just happens. I ain't gonna stop it. If there's songs written down to play them, I'm gonna play them. But yeah, I hope you all take care. I will I will see you next year. Oh man. Bye. Toodles. Auf Wiedersehen. Bye.